Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the FTW Future Focus. I'm your host, the Mastermind Bob Rogers. With me is my co-host, the man that is silent but deadly, who probably likes women's wrestling as much as I like ice right now. And I mean the actual federal ice. Don't like
Okay.
it too bad. Marvelous Marcus Buckley. What's up, bro?
What's up, everybody? And all my Green Bay Packers fans, all my Green Bay Packers fans. Aha, kiss my ass. Fuck you. Ha 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 ha. Woo!
And just to let you know, Oprah is going to do a show tomorrow, and it's cheese graters for everybody. Cheese graters for everybody. All
There you
cheese
go.
graters.
All rotten like a mug.
Well, well, all right. Just had to look at something, but
Okay.
for some reason, Robert Black isn't here. Wondering what's going on with him. Hope he's all right. Um, so he'll probably be joining the show later on. So it's just us two,
Oh,
and I got a doozy for us today.
all right. I'm ready.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on in wrestling, bro. It's a lot of stuff going on in wrestling, and last week I was sick. I couldn't do anything. This week I'm feeling a little bit better, and we've had some major stuff happen. Oba Femi leaves his title in the middle of the ring, dude.
Man.
I'm like, what? And the way they did it was kind of slick, you know.
Hmm.
Going to April looked like everything's about to end. The show about to end, and then he rushes in. Did you see what Oba did?
Yep.
I think he broke somebody in half. Title right there in the ring. Mm-mm-mm. So looks like he is going to the main roster. So first of all, was this the best way to send Obi Femi up to the main roster?
To me, I like it because it was different. I mean, when you look at the NXT roster right now, I mean, I was glad he didn't lose it to Javon Evans or the younger guy. I keep the TNA guy. I keep forgetting his name. I mean, they're
Mm.
both good, but come on, to make me believe they should have any any way possible to beat over Femi, I'm glad they did it the way they did it. Now, in my opinion, because I was a Ricky Starks fan, I could have been perfectly fine with him dropping to Starks, well, Saints now, in the rubber match.
You just hurt my feelings.
Right, and let the division evolve around him. I personally could have been okay with that. But the way they did it, now I don't know about you, but personally, I've never seen it done like that before. So I was like, oh shit. He's just like, hey, I'm too good for NXT right now. I done cleared the division. So fuck it. I'm just gonna leave it and move my way up. Now, most of us fans, we know you're supposed to pass the torch and lose on your way out. I mean, and I get it. But this, for me, this was different. So I actually liked it. And I think this is going to enhance his character moving coming in. If it's done right. If it's done right, I think Obafemi should have an undefeated streak where he just beat the hell out of everybody for most of this year. I would say going all the way up to um close to SummerSlam. I think. I think he should eliminate about 8 or 9 guys in the Royal Rumble. I mean, I think they should book him huge. That to me, if they do it that way, then the answer would be yes, absolutely. He dominated NXT. He left it. Yeah, he left because he got bored because nobody can beat him. Now he's going to the main roster and he beat the shit out of everybody on there for several months. So I would say remains to be seen, but so far so good.
Now, this is my take on it. I did love it. I loved how they ended it. It was different. It's not like he's retiring. He's just moving up.
Hmm.
So I kind of like the way they did it, and they left it to where You're right. He didn't have a blemish. He didn't lose against those guys. So that makes him like a more of a threatening force going up to the main roster. This is where I have my fear at, though. How can I say this? I mean, Oba seems like he's going to be a beast. Seems
Mm-hmm.
like. But then we got one more year of Brock Lesnar. And I'm going to get into that part in a second because that's later. That's later in one of my questions. But that's my fear. That's my initial fear. I love Oba. I think this is what I also fear. In our global environment today, around the United States, Oba is going to have a little bit of trouble. Oba's going to have a sector of fans that's not going to cheer for him no matter what he does. And I hope Triple H doesn't back off of Oba because of their reaction to what they say. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, I'll let you finish. I got a question for you, but I'll let you finish.
That's my only fear about it. Oba's homegrown. He's from NXT. So I don't see them putting him off to the side like they would with a TNA guy or something like that. I would see them pushing him to the moon. I just hope they don't back off on him because of some of these people's reaction.
Okay, so like you say, a sector of fans. Do you just mean domestically or internationally, or both?
I don't think he would have too much trouble internationally. I think it's going to be here.
Okay, here. Okay, so my question to you is then: so does she? Should she? Should she come in as a heel? Would that solve that?
They shouldn't have to.
Right, but I'm just saying, if you think that's an issue, do you think if he comes in? Because I thought I like Oba Femi as a heel, kind of like heels, but I like them better as a heel than babyface personally. So, do you think because he got a sector of fans who don't like him already, it'd be easy to boo? So, would that solve that, or at least help with that by having him be heel?
Well, I really never seen Oba Femi be a face anyway.
Okay,
I think he's either been a tweener or a heel, which works in his favor.
right.
So I see that, but I still see the reaction of fans to where it would hurt him instead of, oh, I'm gonna boo you and then it blends in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With what's going on in today's world, and it sucks because you should never have to begin a sentence with anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's a fact. It's just a plain out fact.
Mm-hmm.
Not being paranoid, not doing that. I mean, I would love to say that the wrestling community is smarter than that and would never do it, but we prove it. They prove it themselves
Right.
to be sucked along right along with it, just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I I fear it. Do I
Okay.
think Triple H can handle it? Oh, I think Triple H can handle it. I think Triple H would do something about it. But it's going to make his journey a little bit more difficult than it needs to be.
Okay. Now, my fear. I've been saying this for months. That heavy accent he got. Now, to me, that concerns me more. That's my biggest concern in terms of holding him back. It's just that I mean, I think his promos are decent. Personally, but again, it's been shown time and time over the years that people with accents don't get over well as they should in WWE. It's happening now. With any number of wrestlers. I'm not gonna name all the names, but we all know who they are.
Well,
So
I understand that, but I got to look at this.
Okay.
Yo, Shirai, that's just I see why.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Open's action is not that bad.
But yeah, but it's noticeable. I'm just, I mean,
I
I'm
do
just
understand it's noticeable. But
right.
let
But I'm
me
just
explain
saying.
to you.
I mean, Bobby, you've been watching this as long as I have.
Yes, I have.
To the night back, going back to the 90s, 20, 30 years.
I've been watching all the way from the Moomba.
Right. So exactly. So we know where there's you look at I mean Irish, Asian, I mean British, I mean African, I mean you name it's accents. It's not even just I mean just accents period.
I think Open's gonna be all right as long as he don't change his tone like Kofi Kingston.
Well, oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Okay. Yeah. But I mean, I think he should be okay. Or personally, I think, you look at he has the look. The guy is. I put him right now top five in terms of right now. I think he's a hell of a as it is. I think he moves around well for a big man. I again, the only thing that concerns me is the accident. I'm not so worried about that segment of fans because I mean it is what it is. I mean everybody that looks like him is going to have to deal with that more than likely. I mean
True,
it's
true.
WWE, it's the world as it is. That's always going to be as it is. And if you even want to look deeper, Hunter's rep isn't the best when it comes to that. So
No,
that's
it's not.
that's always going to be an issue. That's always going to be a question mark. So I mean, it's just, I mean, we'll see. That's all I can say is we'll see.
You know what's funny though? You know the only thing I can see that can save that right now is the very person I can't stand, Shawn Michaels. I think Shawn Michaels would put up with it. Shawn be like, "Look, we homegrown this dude. Blah blah blah. Hunter, we need to blah blah blah." And I think Hunter will listen to him.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think on the top of my head. There's other homegrown talents that's been under Sean's watch that hasn't been taken care of so much.
Yeah,
Now,
but hold on. You gotta also remember who was above him at the time.
no, I'm talking about under Hunter's reign when he's been the man, not under Vince.
Oh, okay. I see what you.
I'm
Oh,
talking about under Vince. Now we all know that's a whole different thing. Now I'm talking about
okay.
when Hunter's been the man.
Who would you say would be some of the people there?
I say I'm thinking off the top of my head. Um, what's the tag team? Now I was going to say that now none of them. Now, in fairness, none of them has been the surefire bet that Oba Femi has.
Right.
Right? Okay, Carmelo Hayes. Okay, just top one, Carmelo Hayes.
I know the story behind that. We'll go
Okay,
to that later.
okay. Okay, that's the first one that come on my mind right now. Um, well, I can't even say Ilya because he's been hurt, so I can't really count that one. Um, okay, that's the glaring one to me is Carmelo
I,
Hayes.
I would give you another one, but she really just got up there. That's Last Legend.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Right.
Yeah,
But the story between for Carmelo Hayes was Carmelo was frustrated there when he first got there because he's like, what the hell?
right.
You know. Shawn again, and this is why I say Shawn Michaels is the key. I told him, stay patient.
Yeah,
They have something planned for you. It's just down the road a little bit. You have to understand. We got so many good wrestlers right now. We gotta get these stories out.
right,
Just stay patient. And look what happened. He did win. So I think they got plans for him. It's just so many good wrestlers out there that need time. It's taking a little slower. Now, developmental wise, there's nobody out there that is that mega star like Obi. Oba.
Right.
There isn't. Oba's that dude. Oba's fierce.
Mm-hmm.
Oba's a beast upon beast. Oba Femi, I think they'll be a force to be reckoned with, to tell you the truth. But I've been wrong before. But
Yeah. I mean, to me, he's almost this can't miss. Can't to me, he should be right up there with Breaker in terms of can't miss. I mean, I would say a notch under him, and that's only because of the accent. That's the only reason. Um, and Breaker's a little bit better of a technical wrestler than Oba, but in terms of can't miss, I would put Breaker one and Oba two, as far as I'm concerned. No, coming out of NXT.
right now, question: do you think he'll be on SmackDown or Raw?
I'm trying to think. SmackDown is 3 hours on what's SmackDown on regular TV. I'm trying to think. Black who has black characters? Nobody. I'm trying to think. I am. I'm just trying to think of the rosters on top of my head right now. Who he could compete with? Who he wrestle with? Um, let's see. Raw, he could compete with Gunther. SmackDown, you got Drew. You know what? He kind of hinted at a program with Drew. He's the champ. Champ now. You got Roman on that roster. I am SmackDown's the bigger show. I'm going with SmackDown.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I think he's going to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Not only not only that, he doesn't have a what I call a hard character. He's more of a ooh. He's more of a family character. You know what I'm saying? One of those characters that might be a bad guy, but the more of a family show type character. CM Punk is a straight hard character. He's got to be on something like Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Oba can get over on USA. So I see Oba there. My next question was going to be who you think his first matchup is going to be. Do you think they're going to start him off with Drew?
Oh, no. I mean, you mean his first program or first match?
First program.
No, they wouldn't. No, because see, I hope not, because that's how they messed up with Karrion Cross. He's not. He's not. He needs to win his first program, and with Drew being a champ right now, he's not beating Drew. He's not coming up there beating Drew. So first program. I don't think he's going to be in. I don't think he's going to be in a program right away. I think he's gonna beat somebody like Miz. He's gonna beat that who's that guy? What's his name? Kip, what the fuck his name is? Somebody like that. I don't think he's gonna be in a program for a few months. I think he's gonna be just individual matches for a while. I think, and it just depends on if he's coming in heel or babyface too. First program, if it's SmackDown, I am. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say Sami Zayn.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, Sammy is a great worker. I think Sammy will make him look. He would sell his ass off for Sammy. He bounced around the ring for him. He's definitely legit. I mean, it's a total David versus Goliath story.
He fits it.
Yeah, I'm going with Sammy. Regardless of whether he's babyface or heel, I'm going with Sammy.
Once you said that, I gotta agree with you. That does sound good. I'm just sick of seeing Sammy. I'm sick of hearing him talk about I want the world heavyweight title. You ain't getting it, bro. Cut it out.
Yeah, exactly.
You sound like a kid that want candy, and mom don't get a aid check until the 15th. It just ain't
Yeah.
happening.
Is he going back to the conspiracy theorist gimmick? He don't get it.
I would do it.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Hmm.
I'd have to go right back to it.
Yeah, because I enjoyed that. when he's
Yeah,
doing,
that was good.
yeah.
But yeah, you convinced me, Sammy Zayn. I could go with that. I can go with that flow. I think Sammy will be an interesting one to deal with.
Yeah. Who do you have in
But
mind?
I think Drew is gonna be fucking with him the whole time though.
Yeah, but program, I don't think they'll do a program with him. Yeah, especially him if he's a champ right now.
See, the only thing that makes me think that they might be sooner than what everybody thinks is when he left his belt in the ring. He basically went out as a champion. Drew is a champion. If I'm a champion, I left and there was no other competition. I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna waste my time on these other people when I should just go straight for the champion.
I
I
mean,
can see them trying it and they telling them no, you got to earn your spot. I can see them even if they wanted to put it up immediately. I can see them cheating him out of the title, and he has to work his way up that way because he got cheated. You know what I'm saying? Somebody interferes. He was a foreign object. Um, I don't know. He. They bring old girl back, Paige back, and she tries to make a movie with Obi. I don't know. It is something like that. But they could do it where he gets an immediate matchup and he loses by disqualification, and he's got to work his way through the roster to get his revenge. I could see that.
I can see. Yeah,
Um, but I don't know if they will pull that trigger on that or not. I would because all the momentum that Obi has, and if they cheat him right and piss everybody off right of how he's cheated, they could have a long story of him chasing him trying to get that title. He's like, no, 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 no. And then guess what? Oh no, it's too close though. I was gonna say you can have him do it all the way up to the Royal Rumble, and then he wins the Royal Rumble and picks Drew. Too close though. It's way too close. You need about 2 months of that for it to take effect, and that's
you know,
just that's too close.
I
So
like your idea. It's just it's hard for me to see a guy that looks like Oba Femi as an underdog, sympathetic baby face. I'm getting screwed out of my all my matches. That's the only thing with that.
it's not him being a sympathetic babyface getting screwed. It's just he getting screwed. Period.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't
I
have to be sympathetic to get screwed.
yeah, but but see whether he's meant to be sympathetic or not. What's up, Rob?
Hi,
What's up?
I am sorry I'm a little bit late.
That's good. We just talking about Oba Femi.
Oba Femi. Okay, cool. What's up with him?
Yeah, but now,
Well,
oh, go ahead, Bobby.
we're discussing basically his direction that's going to come. We're saying he's going to go to SmackDown. We both agree to that. But
Okay.
who's his first opponent? We were thinking who's his first program going to be against. I was saying it's possible. He was saying he don't think it would be Drew. I saying it could be possible. It could be Drew. Of course, we know he's not going to win the title. He will lose it. He will lose the match, but he gets cheated out of losing the match. And then his story is trying to get back at Drew for cheating him out the title match.
Yeah,
Well,
and I said
there's all.
I
Hold
said
on,
oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead, Marcus.
No, I was just saying, and I said it would be Sami Zayn because it'll be the whole because way Sammy works, he'll make him look great. He'll bounce around the ring for him. He'll sell for him, and it's the whole David versus Goliath thing.
Well, that sounds like an excellent idea to start off with. First of all, gentlemen, I want to apologize for my
Oh, it's not the apology.
lateness. Um, No, no, no. I've been really under the weather for the last week, and I was having some real problems getting to my monitor today.
Mm.
Um, but have we done moment and tap
No,
out yet?
no.
Okay, well, I'll go into greater detail when we get there. But um, Marcus does have a point in that Oba Femi would do great with Sami Zayn for a first program on SmackDown if that's where he's going to. The question is whether you want to start him out as a face or heel, or how you want to work that dynamic. Sammy would make him look damn good, obviously, but if he's going to be a heel, that would work. But if you're going to lean more babyface with Oba, then you couldn't do any better than Dominic.
Oh,
But yeah, if he's going to Raw,
If
and then
he's going to Raw,
right,
but well, I mean,
well,
go,
Dominic's out right now.
go ahead.
Say Dominic's out right now.
I Oh well, that I didn't know either.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Dominic
Dominic,
is out right now.
yeah. I know.
Oh well, seed.
Yes, shoulder injury.
he been carrying the company. I'm
Okay,
hearing that.
well,
Yeah.
well, that's a funny way of looking at it, but yeah, it would depend on which way creative is leaning with him. It would be extraordinarily easy for them to go the heel route. So Marcus does have a point in that regard. It would just depend, but you would need somebody like Dominic to give him a program on the other end.
I don't know, but I still, for some reason, and this is no insult to Dominic at all. I don't think
Hmm.
Dominic, with all the hype Oba has gotten from NXT, I don't think he's a big enough named opponent to match Oba. I don't. Even though I love his work, even though I think he's like top notch for me, as far as seeing a name on a marquee, Dominic Mysterio versus Oba Femi just don't sound as appeasing as Drew Barrymore. Oh, sorry, my bad, my bad. I didn't mean to say. Drew,
Drew Barrymore.
Drew
Oh, good
McIntyre.
lord.
Drew McIntyre.
That would be funny, though.
Yeah, that would be. But Drew McIntyre, thinking on Oba because of the size. You got
In
what is
fact, in honor of the new year,
I'm trying to remember what is
Okay.
Big E say. Big meaty man smacking meat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's exactly what it be.
okay. In honor of the new year, I'm going to mark that down as the first. Thank you for joining us for 2026. So, thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
I got a name. If he goes to Raw, what about Rusev?
Yeah.
oh, well, yeah, well, see that's babyface again. So,
No. He could be a tweener.
what?
Yeah,
Oprah's always been a tweener.
right.
Well, that's true. Okay, granted. All right.
So I can see him being
But
oh, sorry, go ahead.
no. I need to update the roster in my brain because I'm not thinking of who is on what show, and for whatever reason, I forgot that Rusev was on Raw. but yeah, there's a lot of great potential matchups and feuds for Oba Femi on the main roster wherever he goes. The question is whether creative will screw it up or not.
Mm-hmm.
True. True.
But it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to screw up Oba Femi, but we've stated on here before the obvious.
Yeah, they have screwed up a lot on certain people, and I just hope Oba Femi's not one of them. I don't think he will be because it's kind of hard to burn boiling water. But again,
Yeah.
I've done it before, so
Done. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can happen.
Hey, cooking is hard, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Oh yes, it's very hard, especially when your eggs are intact. But anyway, um, I'm
Mm.
looking at, I'm looking at. I like the way y'all think. I just think I'm gonna stick with Drew. I think Drew's gonna be it. He's gonna get cheated out that match. So if Oba does
Mm.
win, because it's not gonna be if. When Oba makes the main roster, what are some of the dream matches we could have with this guy?
I mean, off the top of my head, Gunther, Drew,
Really?
and of course, I know you're gonna be pissed, Rob. Rock,
Yeah.
three right there.
Mm.
I'm I'm gonna ask why would you say Gunther?
Well, Gunther. Well, first of all, Gunther's already a man on Raw, and if we got. I mean, to me, right now, I mean, I can just see them beating the shit out of each other. I think. I mean, I would love to see it. And both they can go back and forth between heel and babyface. To me, it doesn't matter which one is which because they have hinted in the past of turning Gunther babyface as well. So Oba could be either one. So I think it doesn't matter which one is which at that point. Matter of fact, they could even let the crowd decide who they're going to cheer for and who they're going to boo. I think they both can sell their ass off. You
Mm.
know, they both laid it in. They both laid. It looks stiff the way they both do it. So I
Oh,
mean,
it is.
and so they both. I mean, and that big old chest. I can see Gunther chopping that big old chest. Oh my god! I can't wait. I hope they. I can't wait to see that one.
It's Viagra stiff.
Mark
Well,
it up.
there's
Mark it up.
the good part about Oba is that the good part about Oba is that he is so good at this point that you could practically throw anyone in there and have a damn good match. But and those are good choices, Marcus. I would be dreaming a different dream though. I would like to see him in there with Kofi
Mm,
because that would be a classic big versus little match.
yeah,
And Kofi Kingston can work both face and heel, and he could make Oba look like $1 billion in the ring.
yeah.
True.
If we're talking a monsters ball, then Jacob Fatu
Ooh,
would always be a great. Yeah, that would be a fantastic match. Oba and Jacob Fatu.
that's WrestleMania.
Um,
Yeah,
uh, yeah, yeah. You mentioned Drew McIntyre. That would definitely work, and it would make sense considering the Cody match. Um, Cody in a real program, that would be good. And if we want to be psychological about it, you could always put him with Punk too, and that would work.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, there's a lot of possibilities with Oba.
yeah. I love that part.
Bobby,
I see what direction you're going with it. I'm looking at it. Let me first off say it. I don't think Gunther and him would be a good match. And the reason is because it would be.
Really?
I don't think it would.
Okay, I'm surprised. Okay.
Huh.
I got a lot of confidence in both of these guys, but them putting them against each other, I just, for some reason, I got a warning signal that comes in my head that would not work.
Mm, okay.
Huh.
Don't know. I mean, I can't explain it. It's just like,
Okay.
bet not put them. Now,
I
my dream was a Monsters Ball match, and what I think would get revenge for Kofi Kingston, have him beat Brock Lesnar. When Brock Lesnar retires last year,
yeah.
next year,
Yeah.
when Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar retires next year, Oba Femi is the dude that beats him.
That retires Brock Lesnar in return for Kofi, The Undertaker, and practically everything that we've hated about the way the shovel has been booked. I'm
Exactly.
100% behind that. Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, I want him to beat him so bad. He thinks he's a redhead stepchild got caught stealing his stuff. I want him to beat Lesnar so bad. Let's
Yeah,
see.
yeah, but the problem there is the star power and the contract pull. Lesnar would have to agree to it.
Well, he wouldn't have a job. But anyway,
Exactly.
let's see. I see Cody doing a damn good job with him. Um,
Hmm.
but it's somebody else. I know Jacob Fatu is another one, but it's somebody else that I'm trying to think of, and I cannot think of his name. This sucks.
What about Randy Orton?
Orton would be good, yes. I think Orton would definitely be good. But it's
Hmm.
somebody I'm trying to think of, and I cannot believe I can't think of his name.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, AJ Styles.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
While
Um.
he's still there, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. He could be his last match.
Yeah. But they don't give it to
Yeah.
Gunther, you know that.
Yeah.
But I think AJ Styles and Oba Femi would be a damn good match.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
No, I think he was surprised with his speed. Oba was surprised AJ with his speed, and just the veteran awareness of AJ Styles would just them two would just gel very well.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther, I don't see it. Gunther's not mature enough to do a
Gunther?
match like that. Yeah, he's not. He's a,
What
he's
style?
he's
The
almost
deal
he's
with
almost
style.
there. I'm not saying he's like 80 years away from it. You know what I'm saying? He's almost there, but he's not there yet to do a match like that with Oba. He's not.
What?
Yeah, I no, he's not.
Uh, okay.
The deal with Styles and Oba would be, of course, the bumps and the selling. Um, the the one I you got a good point with Gunther in this regard, Bobby, in that WWE creative may start to lean on Gunther or Walter in my uh, uh, that I think they would start to lean on him too much in terms of trying to turn him into the next Lesnar. They would try to make him the shovel and
Oh, they
turn
already.
him into the yeah, they would turn him into the person that they use in to bury people, and they would start to turn to him too much in that regard. So I kind of see the direction that you're going and not wanting him to face Oba Femi. I'm not sure I disagree. I'm not sure I agree that it would be a bad match, that it wouldn't work necessarily, but I think I see where your caution is coming from.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question, Bobby. Okay. Say they do that match a year from now. Next year's WrestleMania. Uh, now they're both a year more experience. Do you think Gunther will be mature enough then? Say a year
It
from now?
depends on what type of matches Gunther has. Let me explain this, and I'm
Okay.
trying to explain it a
Okay.
little bit without trying to give too much away here.
Okay.
In
Okay.
those in those type of matches, you have to have a certain leadership style to go ahead and be able to guide that match and be prepared for anything. If somebody messes up, well, let's say Oba screws up and he makes a mistake. Let's say that
Mm-hmm.
the crowd doesn't react the correct way. Um, the referee's out of place. Um, stuff they don't have to worry about a manager because none of them have a manager. But another factor would be a manager being in the right place and working towards your manager and working towards getting him involved. There's a lot of factors that go into a match. Gunther is excellent at going to a match, working a specific match, and going home. Love him to death. A1. Behind him all day long. I will salute him. I won't acknowledge him, but I'll salute him. Now,
Mm-hmm.
as far as the other intangibles, because very few people have those intangibles, i.e., CM Punk, AJ Styles. See, Braun Breaker doesn't even have it, in my opinion. Um, Seth Rollins, even though that makes me sick to say. Um, Shawn Michaels has it, even though that makes me sick to say. Undertaker. There are certain stars that they have. Cena was one of them. That can be in a match and be able to be there as a security blanket to guide that match correctly. Gunther's not
Oh,
there
I
yet.
see.
Okay.
Gunther's not there yet. And Oba's not there yet. Both of these guys are not at that point yet. As far as a big time main roster WWE match. Now, if this match was held in NXT, I'd say go for it. It could probably work for NXT. But we're on a whole nother level with this main event. Or well, at least we're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These two guys don't have the maturity enough to be able to be in the match with each other and hold that match correctly. They could get through it. Would they survive the match? Yes. Would it be good? It'd be okay. But you need that extra oomph in there, and that one person, at least one person in there, that's that leader. They could guide it into the super direction that it could go. They don't have neither one of
Mm.
them have that skill yet.
Okay.
I hope that explains it. It might sound a little
Yeah, I got you now. I got you.
right.
Okay.
All right. That does make sense,
Right.
Bobby.
Yeah, it does.
This is why I like running shows.
Okay.
Well, think about it. How many matches have we seen? Okay, and this is WWE, TNA, ECW, whatever 3 4 letter organization that you want to put. Well, you've had two guys that you're like, oh shit, hell yeah, that's gonna be a good ass match. Let me go use the bathroom now so I don't miss none of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you sit through that match, it's like, what the fuck was that?
Well, it also does depend on where the match takes place as well. If Which WrestleMania did we see Styles versus Nakamura?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can remember. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. But Styles versus Nakamura was a 5-star classic in Japan.
Right.
But when they had that same match in WWE at WrestleMania, it wasn't that great. They still worked well together, but it wasn't that great because they weren't allowed to have a New Japan match. So that sort of thing factors into what you're talking about there.
All right.
It's
Or
not it's
no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yes, Marcus.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, all I'm saying is no, you're fine. All I was saying is that the style and what you're allowed to do in the ring as far as who's agenting the match matters. Not to be too inside baseball there, but it makes a difference.
Yeah.
And with somebody, yeah, but yes, I've experienced that plenty of times where you got two names that you really appreciate. They get into the ring together, and for whatever reason, it doesn't work or it doesn't blow you away,
Hmm.
It's,
and
so
it kind of spoils the sauce.
it's the chemistry is not there.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the one
Yeah.
factor that makes a match between being alright versus holy shit, that was a badass match. The chemistry has
Oh
to be
yeah,
there,
that's important.
but that chemistry is brought
Yes.
to the match by maturity and by experience. And Gunther,
Yes.
neither Obi has that yet. Neither one of them has it yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's very fair enough.
Hmm.
From the mouth of a professional. So yes.
Right. Exactly. Hmm.
I am. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in that regard, yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
All right, so we did open out. Let's go to another person that could be making their way up to the main roster. This is not so definite yet, but we suspect it may be. Cornflakes was traded in. They traded in cornflakes. AEW got cornflakes, and WWE got like mini frosted mini wheats, I think. Blake Monroe. She's supposed to be called up.
Hmm.
I know Marcus hates this part, but Blake Monroe might be called up. Now, I gotta admit, she has been entertaining on NXT. She has. She ain't as good as Tony Storm in my book. Timeless Tony Storm, that is, but she's been making noise on NXT.
Hmm.
So my question is, if she is moving up, do you see her on SmackDown or do you see her on Raw?
Mm.
Good, good
Uh,
question.
uh, 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 Marcus, do you want to take this first, or should I?
No, go ahead. I'm still thinking. You go ahead.
All right. Um, Raw versus SmackDown has always been style versus substance, and if it were me making the choice, I would put Monroe on Raw because Raw is tends to be the show where you get more sizzle and less steak. So, since that's the direction they want to go with Blake Monroe, at least the last time that I saw her, then I would put her on Raw because they want to make her Eva Marie with some actual talent. So that would be where I
Wow.
would put her.
Hmm.
Oh, oh.
I know that stings, but let's be honest.
It don't sting.
In
It's
in
funny and
in
true.
well, yeah, it's funny and true. So it's damn
Oh.
true, unfortunately. But yeah, Eva Marie doesn't know a wrist lock from nuclear physics. So, but Blake Monroe does. So, I mean, the fact that they're not using her the way that they were using Mariah May is a shame. But if they're going to go that route, then Raw is probably where she belongs.
Right on, Marcus.
Um, I agree with Rob, but just for a little bit of a different reason. I'm thinking Raw because SmackDown already has the bleach blonde fake tit beauty in Tiffany Stratton already, and I can see them putting Blake with Rhea in terms of a opposites match. The beauty versus the golf chick. It got EO.
Hmm.
So again, you got that matchup in terms of beauty thing, and I can see them with Raw more of a main audience because it's on USA. I can see them eventually wanting to make her one of poster people for that program eventually.
Hmm.
So those are the reasons I'm for Raw more because SmackDown ready.
My
Good
pick would be
point.
Raw. Reason being, they need something to
Hmm.
cut Tony Storm. I'm sorry, that girl's running away with the ball right now. She's like the Bears did in the fourth quarter last night. Tony Storm is killing it. Period. They need something to counter that. And Blake Monroe, to me, is the only one that can do it. Rhea's good, but she's got her own personality already established. Last Legend got her personality established. I mean, to equal the character and also the wrestling, Blake Monroe is the closest thing you're going to get to her. So they got. I think she's going to be on Raw. I think she's going to tell some naughty jokes there and go ahead and tear that scene up. Because Jade Cargill is the champion over on SmackDown. I don't see them putting her against Jade. I just don't. That would start all type of riots right
Well,
there.
um, Marcus made a good point about Tiffany Stratton. But I keep thinking about the last angle that she did as Mariah May in AEW with Tony Storm and the mimicry feud where she got in her head by being her friend and playing along with her psychosis and dragging her into a feud. She could do that with Tiffany Stratton and do a mean girl versus mean girl kind of thing. Start out as a tag team and then turn on her because she wants to be the fairest of them all.
And plus, I know WWE, they typically don't like having too many of the same looking type of people on one roster. So, can you see Blake, Tiffany, Charlotte, um, her partner,
Alexa Bliss.
all of them on the same roster?
Yes.
I don't know. I think they want to spread it out a little bit.
Guess why? Because it's not so much as they look the same. It's the type. They like the blonde haired, big titty women.
Hmm.
And that's all it is. And all those old rich guys is gonna look at that and drool all over themselves. They got 3 hours full of it.
Well, maybe, but the thing is, I understand what Marcus is saying, and I would agree, except that there is one way to make that work, and that is put all four of them in a stable, like the beautiful people.
Yeah, I don't know how stable
I
that would
mean,
be, but it
imagine.
worked.
Well, it would be unstable. That's true, but Charlotte, Tiffany, Alexa, if she reverts back to her mean girl phase, and Blake Monroe as a pretty girl faction to rule SmackDown.
My
And
God,
then you could maybe bring back, yeah, and they could like feud with Bailey, who's as the regular girl, and that would work. But see, just sitting here coming up with that idea, that is smarter than anything WWE creative could come up with. So I
yeah,
highly doubt it would happen. So I got to side with Marcus on that one. Speaking of Marcus, it looks like we lost him. Can you still hear us, man? He's got to come back.
yeah.
But Bobby, you would put. We both agree though that she would go to Raw.
Yep.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
definitely put her on Raw and let her loose.
Now,
Like,
since I was unprepared for the show today, is our main topic who's going to get called up in 2026 to NXT
no, no,
from
no,
NXT?
no. It was these two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Um, but we are going to move on to the next one. We're going to go ahead and I'm trying to wait on Marcus because we were going to
Oh,
do
well, that's fine. That's fine.
we're going to do moment of the week and tap it out right quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got mine ready. It's from our I had them ready last week, so I'm going to use the same ones that I had because they're pretty much the same.
Right on. Go ahead with yours, Rob. Go ahead.
We'll start out with moment. Since the originator of the tap out needs to come back. Um, my moment came 2 weeks ago from Dynamite, and it was Willow Nightingale finally getting her due.
Mm-hmm.
Willow Nightingale beating Mercedes Monet to win the TBS championship.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very proud moment. I absolutely loved it. Willow looked great. And I understand that you don't like the lady, Bobby, but having Mercedes finally starting to drop her accumulation of belts, presumably so that she doesn't have to like live off of coffee and speed for the rest of her life. Uh, that was a great match, and I loved the fact that Willow was the one that took her down. So hats off to that. Willow winning that belt was my moment.
And let me also state, I would
Marcus,
love
we're
to.
on.
Oh no, wait. Let me state for the record, I
Mhm.
would love to take Willow down, just for the record.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. Uh, well, at least we're off to a more healthy start. Marcus, what was your moment?
My moment was Drew beating Cody for the title, and not only that, but I love the fact that Jacob Fatu came back and interfered and left us wondering, okay, was he there to screw up? Was he there to screw Drew, or was he there to do Cody? We don't quite know what direction that's going. I love the fact that they left us hanging, or at least left me kind of hanging with that. And I've been loving this current run that Drew was on. So I'm glad he got the title. I hope he gets to keep it at least until Rumble. Well, actually, Rumble a couple weeks. At least going to Elimination Chamber at least. And that was my moment right there.
Mhm.
Right on.
Well, yeah, major shakeup. So yeah, that's a good choice. Bobby.
Well, Rob, you took my moment. You knew it was gonna be Willow.
Yeah.
Well,
That
I
was.
didn't know it, but
I'm sorry, Willow. Oh yes, she can.
Mhm.
She has the TBS championship all around her waist. I'm jealous of that belt. I'm so jealous of that belt right now. Oh,
Mhm.
but on a serious note,
Thank
Willie.
you for joining us on FTW.
On a more serious note, Willow Nightingale has worked her butt off, and I think she should have been had a title instead of just right now getting one. She should have been had a title, had a long title reign. But they're finally giving
Mhm.
her just due. I hope that they're going to go ahead and let her run with this for a while. I hope they don't get the fucking cooties and say, "Oh my God, we got to get it off." No, let her run with that belt for almost a year. I think she deserves it. She's earned it. She's did everything that they asked. They better let her run for a year. If they don't, we riot. That's what I'm saying. Willow Nightingale don't run for you get to hold the belt for a year. Let's just write and just get it over with. I mean, because Willow's deserving of it, and we love Willow. So if Willow's ever listening, which she probably won't, but Willow Nightingale, if you're ever listening, we love you. Congratulations, and I hope to meet you one day to interview you. And keep kicking everybody's ass. Thank you for beating Mercedes one night. That was beautiful.
Well, you never know. I mean, we had Joe Hendry watching the show allegedly, so it's not a far cry that Willow Nightingale might run across FTW Future Focus, and if she does, then Madam, we salute you, and it is wonderful to have you by.
I would love to have
But
her.
let's
I would love to have her in one of these windows for an interview. I would love to.
Yes, that would be fantastic. I would, if she's out there, and AEW would let it happen. I would love to interview her on the show. That would be tremendous business and a tremendous pleasure because she is such a bubbly personality.
Oh my
I
god,
I am guessing she is charming in real life.
I think
Oh
she
my
would.
God.
I think she would be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
But we gotta get off
Um,
Willow.
Oh yeah, moving on to Tap Out, and with the originator of the Tap Out, Marvelous Marcus Buckley, what do you got this week? First one of 2026.
My tap out is all this stuff with Devon Dudley saying Jim Ross is a racist, what made statements or something like that to his effect. And my thing is, okay, I don't. Maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. I don't know. But my main question is, Devon, if it happened when you was in WWE, why are you just bringing this shit up now? This being 2026. That's my whole thing. Why didn't you bring it in, or why didn't you bring it up right after you left WWE? If you're afraid of the politics back then. I mean, you've been out. It's like you're retired. You're not gonna wrestle anywhere. You're not going to AEW. So like, dude, why are you bringing this stuff up now? That's my question. I've always believed that if you didn't say something about don't bring it up 10, 20, 30 years later and all that kind of stuff. If you're not gonna if you decide to hold on to it for whatever your reason was, then keep it there. Why don't bring it up now. That just irritates me every time I hear something like this happening. Just let it rest if that's what your decision was. But to bring it up all these years later, why? I don't get it. That's my tap out.
Hmm.
I understand that. Yeah, I just recently heard about that whole situation. I'm not really sure. If Jim Ross said what he said, then he needs to be held accountable for it. But uh, if the question is Devon telling the truth? He claims to have witnesses, so I'd like them to come forward and confirm the story if possible.
Hmm.
Right.
Um,
I'm not saying he's lying at all. It's possible. It's just again, why now? That's my question.
that's a very good question.
Well,
That's a very good
Yeah,
maybe Jr. is taking off in his barbecue sauce and he ain't getting no money off of it.
yeah, maybe.
question. Maybe. Um, my tap out this week is actually kind of personal, and it goes a couple weeks ago. Um, Unfortunately, I was physically unable to be present at the New Wave Pro show in Terre Haute on January 3rd anniversary. I have been trying for months to get my eyes right in order to call that match. My last eye surgery on the left one was on December 22nd, and I
Yeah.
was hoping and praying that my left eye would work right in order to be able to make that event and call that match, but it just wasn't to be. And I've been wanting to get on the air here in order to tell our New Wave Pro fans that are watching the program that I am very sorry if I was missed at that show. I talked to Chris Abel about a week before it happened and said that there was no way that I could make it due to. Right now, I'm virtually blind in my left eye. I can perceive light in it, and and uh, shadow movements, but I can't drive right now unless my neighbor helps me to leave the house. I'm basically housebound, as you can tell by the beardage here. Um,
Basically, you got JCS.
I'm hoping that it's not permanent. What's that?
So basically, you got JCS.
Well, more or less, yeah.
Do you know what
But
JCS?
but remind me.
John Cena syndrome. You can't see me, but I can see you. You can't see.
Soon,
Oh
too soon.
God. No, no, look. Any humor at this point is appreciated. So even though that whole thing made me want to puke in my soup, I'm happy to take that joke. But seriously, one of the reasons that I was late to the party today for our first show in 2026 is because I'm having some other health and pain issues that made me late today. So, um, putting all of those things together, health issues, making me miss the anniversary show is my tap out this week because now I don't know whether this is going to be permanent or not, but if there's a chance that it won't be, and that I'm going to get my sight back at least partially. And when I do, I'm going to be your not so humble correspondent is going to be back at the announce desk as soon as possible. So, hopes and prayers for that. And, hopefully all that's going to work out.
Okay, but Rob, you gotta make one promise though. Okay, so when they book Brock Lesnar versus Logan Paul in a jackass match, you can't use that as an excuse not to watch the match.
Oh no, if they do that, Marcus, I will gouge out the other eye with a screwdriver.
Well, wait a minute.
I will hire. I will hire Don Callis to do the other eyes so that I don't have to suffer through that shit. Oh
Hold
my
on.
God. No, thank you.
Think about this though. Brock Lesnar and Logan Paul in a jackass match. Who are the two biggest jackasses in WWE? Logan Paul and Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry, it fits.
Mm, uh, I just threw up in my mouth, guys. Oh my God. Uh,
I mean, I hate to
I,
say it,
I,
but it
I am.
does fit.
Oh, if you threw in El Gringo Idiota in a three-way for that match, that would make me like jump off a waterfall.
No, we can't
I
talk
would
about
go to Niagara.
we can't talk about three ways and
I
Brock
would go.
Lesnar. You know what happened with that last time.
Thank you for joining us on Oh my God! Oh,
Man,
oh, oh
wow.
my God! If this is the way 2026 is going to start, holy crap! Oh,
That's exactly what she said.
anyways,
Wow.
thank you for joining us on FTW. Oh my God! Oh. Okay, Bobby. Speaking
I'm
of
so bad. I'm so
untoward
bad.
things to say. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. We already had a no Thanksgiving episode, so get them out. But what was your tap out this week?
Oh, so many to choose from. Wow. Shall I flip a coin? Shall I just reach for one and just pull it down out of a jar? Young Bucks still
Well, the
wrestling.
world is
That's what's pissing me
crazy
off.
enough.
The Young Bucks is still wrestling. It's 2026. I was hoping they retire. These mugs are still out here wrestling. I'm tired of them. Tired of them. I don't want to see the Young Bucks no more. I'm so sick of them. I wish I could super kick, but only get my leg halfway up. I'm tired of them. Tired of them.
Well, you could still do sweet shin music with that.
I'd rather watch HBK than the Young Bucks. That's how bad I don't like them.
Oh, that's a heavy statement coming from you.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
But then again,
they too lightweight to be heavy. So
well, I've spent my whole life being a critic of Shawn Michaels. Not during the Midnight Rockers years. I loved Shawn and Marty as a tag team, and when they broke up is when I started not liking Shawn Michaels at all, which is like creative. You know that's just fan instinct. I've learned to
hmm
appreciate him. I've learned to appreciate his skill, especially as a heel in over that time. But still, yeah, there are some aspects of Shawn Michaels that I can't stand.
um,
So I get where you're coming from.
yeah, he Shawn Michaels now is way better than what he was before, and I appreciate what he became now. But I definitely dislike what he was before.
Yes,
Agreed.
yes. As far as attitude, yes. In ring skill, amazing. Uh, uh, Emotional maturity level, nil.
That's true. That's absolutely 100% true. Can't deny that one. But the Young Bucks is my tap out. Fuck them. They should be fired. They should be trying to get food stamps and turned down because they don't qualify. They should be arrested by ICE and deported. Yeah, Young Bucks.
So, no EBT for the elite.
No, no EBT for the elite. Nope.
I see.
They can get a fork up their ass, but other than that, no.
Oh, good God. Thank you for joining us for our FTW Future Focus. Huh. No EBT for the BTE.
Nope, no, no, nope, nope, not happening. Nope.
You know, we should make that t shirt before someone steals it. We could probably sell that as merch. No EBT for the BTE.
Mm. Yeah, that probably could work.
Any,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd
I'm
rather
sure
have,
AEW could sell.
I'd rather have a food stamp though.
I'd take 10% of the profits.
Yeah, I'd take 10% of
Ah, yeah. Speaking of 10%, what is our next subject, Bobby?
Oh God, this is depressing. Cause I hate to talk about it, but it's the elephant in the room after all. It was a Punk versus Breaker match. That was really my tap out. I was joking about the Young Bucks, but that was really my tap out. The Punk Breaker versus Breaker match. Let me start off by saying I have seen some matches in my life that were just disappointing and not something I wanted to see. This match ranked right along with those. I thought it was going to be more to this match, and it wasn't. It was. It was. It ended with a terrible thud. It wasn't even a regular thud. It was one of them ooh thuds because it was terrible. CM Punk lands on his face, dabbing out the ring because Braun Breaker didn't catch him. I mean, it was just fiasco after fiasco. People not in the place right. Um, Braun's not used to selling like that. CM Punk is trying to teach him, and Braun is not listening. I I, I got to give him the triple S. He's got the Scott Steiner syndrome. You know, can't sell worth crap unless it's one of his buddies. And it's sad because he's got all that talent and won't sell. I thought the match cheated a lot of fans. I would not be surprised if some fans got mad and just said, "Screw this crap. I'm done. I'm not coming back." Because the execution of that match was terrible. The only thing I liked about that match is when they worked around back to the same spot, and then they executed the spot that they wanted to. Good work on that. But other than that, that just wasn't up to par. But my question is this: was that the wrong outcome of that match? Should Braun Breaker beat CM Punk that day?
Okay, I'll go.
Marcus, yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'll go. I didn't. Well, watching the match, my initial thought was that the planned ending, or did they, or because they were running short on time, did they wrap? Did they just call the finish sooner? That was my thought because to me, despite everything you said, Bobby, I agree with a lot of it. And I was going to ask you, when I saw we were covering it, is that was it just me, or was there a lot of different botches and a little sloppiness in that match? But you already answered that. But with the way they're booking Braun, I was surprised that he lost clean, especially since after Punk being put through a tape, put through the announce desk, then thrown back in the ring, and he recovered to basically, move out the way of the spear with the knee lift, and then give him the GTS 1, 2, 3. Now you all know how I hate spots like that when you take a big bump and then you recover and pin the guy. I hated that part of it. I would have, with the way they're booking Braun, I would like to see. I mean, I'm okay with Punk winning, but with something, leaving the heel, being him able to say, "Hey, I got screwed. Hey, the only reason you beat me is because of whatever." But the way they left it is, okay, I beat you, Brian. Now you going to the back of the line because he pinned him clean, and by being pinned clean, you know, I don't like the leader of your main heel faction getting pinned clean. That to me weakens the faction. Weakens the faction overall, as far as I'm concerned, and that just lessens them. So I didn't think it. I'm okay with Braun losing, but just not clean like that. I didn't think that should have been the ending. That, because now there's no reason for a rematch unless he
Yep.
wins unless he wins the Rumble. So to me, all this work you've been putting into him, unless he's getting punished, or again that wasn't the ending they had planned, they had to wrap it up. To me, I'm not a fan of it at all.
Rob.
From the way I see this, there's only two obvious possibilities. Either A, Breaker was dogging the match on purpose because he didn't like the way it was booked, or B, he was having an off night. There were a lot of botches, and they rushed to the ending early because they couldn't save the match. Now, um, my guess would be now I have not heard any collaborative rumors for this to be either true or false, because either one could be the case. I don't know what Breaker's attitude is, but I would hope that it would be the latter, column B, and that Breaker was either having a bad night or didn't have chemistry with Punk in that particular match. But what what comes to my mind as a possibility for the first route, in that Breaker was deliberately dogging the match, is that he is pissed at Punk and holding a grudge for what happened at Survivor Series with the Doomsday device, and that Breaker deliberately dogged that match in order to pay Punk back for the fact that the Doomsday device damn near broke Breaker's neck. There might be some personal resentment going on there, and that might be one reason why Breaker behaved in that match the way that you're describing, Bobby. But I completely agree that that the match was trash, and that there's really no excuse for it to be of that low quality, especially when we know what Breaker is capable of. Now, is there's also the chemistry factor, and there, and of course the fact that either Breaker or Punk or both of them may have been having an off night. That's possible too. But if that were the case, it should have been addressed before the match even got out there. Now, as far as like building the feud, you could always build the feud back if you did it right. But here we run into the problem with WWE Creative not knowing its asshole from a hole in the ground. And can they really do they really have the chops to use the writing and the booking to get that back up to an element? So this is a hard debate to have, but um, it it it's hard to fathom how we got here. So I really don't know how to put the. I really don't know how to put it back in the horse at this point.
Right,
Uh,
Marcus, go ahead.
What's first? But okay, but my question to you, Rob, is I get what you're saying about the Doomsday device, but
mhm.
wouldn't that be more detrimental to Braun than Punk when when Punk is obviously was the one calling that match and he's a champion. So with Braun being the one that's up and coming, to me, if he one that fucked over that match intentionally, that only hurts him as someone that you're not professional and you can't follow directions from an established leader like Punk. I mean, wouldn't that make him look bad more so than Punk?
You do have a point in that, and that's absolutely right, which is why I'm leaning toward the possibility that either Breaker or Punk or both were having a very, very off night, and that's why that happened. Um, the If we're going to go the other route, the only explanation I can give for that is that Breaker was too emotionally immature to care how it made him look. He just wanted to go out there and pay Punk back for a perceived wrong, and he didn't care how it made him look or how it affected his career, because he's a nepo baby that's already factored in. Now, That could be a misread of Braun Breaker. I don't know whether Rex Steiner, the person, is takes after his uncle that much to where he would deliberately sabotage a match, especially a match that could make or break his career that way. But considering how much WWE has advertised in bright lights that they want him to be the golden child of the next era and that they've got a lot riding on him, would you be surprised in the slightest if he took that to heart and said, these people are not going to fire me no matter how much I show my ass, and so I'm going to act like this to see, even just to see whether I can get away with it?
Well, it would surprise me in that if he that let's just say if that's the route he went. Now, from everything just being a wrestling fan for all these years, I can see him, giving Punk a stiff receipt, like a clothesline or something like that, rather than fuck up the match
Mm-hmm.
and get the early Triple H treatment where you'll book like shit for a year, then they bring you back up. If he was going to, to
Mm-hmm.
me, that calls for a receipt. Not necessarily screw up your big match. On a big show like the anniversary of SmackDown. I mean, anniversary of Raw on Netflix. I mean,
Right. But yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, but like I said, that's why I'm leaning more toward the other possibility than the first.
yeah.
Hmm.
Bobby, do you agree?
Honestly, I don't know what to think.
Mm.
I don't know which way to think right now because Scott's known for doing crazy stuff, so we don't know if he's taking after his uncle or did they just screw up. It just it's one of those things that I don't know. I don't think you can tell. I think this is one of those things we got to wait and see what happens later on because
Mm.
he could have took advantage of it. You're right, he could have, but at the same time, he could just screwed up and had a bad night. We will not definitely know until later on and
Well,
see
I
what.
haven't. Right. Now, I haven't listened to any rumors pertaining to this match, so I'm not really sure what the backstage situation is, but I'm sure that both of them got a thorough cussing out as soon as they got into Gorilla.
Oh hell yeah!
Mm.
Oh hell yeah!
Hmm.
I can see that 100%. They better had.
Yeah.
If they didn't, it's a
I would
problem.
hope the hell so.
Yep.
But do we honestly think that Braun Breaker should have won and took the championship though? That's my
No.
question.
No.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
No.
I'm going to be honest with you. I thought the same thing, but I think differently. But there are a whole bunch of people
Hmm.
online saying that they think that Rex Steiner should have won. I don't know what they've been
You
drinking.
know, it.
Oh, those could just be
I
because.
can understand.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I understand it from the point of view of people who have been fans of Breaker since NXT and they have very short attention spans. They want instant gratification, and putting the belt on Breaker right now is their answer for justifying the whole program. On the other hand, if Breaker is so well, either inexperience or immaturity, one of those two things, either one, I mean, thank God that he didn't win the title on this match. Thank God it didn't happen here. Otherwise, that would have wrecked every bit of his momentum. Look back at WrestleMania at how Jey Uso beat Walter. A lot of people, even though I enjoyed that moment, there were a lot of people that didn't because they didn't buy Jey Uso making the big guy tap. Now, imagine that idea ramped up 100 or 200 or 300%. That would have been what would have happened to Breaker had he won the belt in this match. So it's a damn good thing that this highly botched thing did not result in Breaker getting the belt off Punk. So as much shit as I give WWE Creative, that was probably the right choice there.
And then let's not forget, there's a lot of CM Punk's haters online. Okay, I mean there's some
Mm-hmm.
people. If CM Punk was in a match with Mae Young and Mark Henry's son, the Hand, they would have said, "Oh,
Oh God!
The Hand should have won." So I mean, Punk has a lot of haters out there. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I mean, there's a lot of CM line paint. I mean, not paint. A lot of CM Punk haters online. So I take that with a grain of salt.
Don't say that too loudly, Marcus, or WWE will start to market that. CM Punk paint. Yeah, the
Mm.
stain of personality.
Hey,
Uh,
well, you know what? Just give me my 10%.
because WWE at this point will take any corporate sponsor.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, my 10%. Y'all heard it on the show. You give my 10%.
Mm. Yeah, right. Well,
Uh,
guys, we're at the end. We are
all
definitely at the
right.
end. You want to close
Well,
it out?
well, since I got here late, I will close the show proper. On behalf of Marvelous Marcus Buckley and the Mastermind Bobby Rogers, I am your not so humble and slightly late correspondent Robert Black, saying we will definitely see you in the future. 2026, we hope and pray, is going to be a great year. And we don't have James Brown back, but we will at some point. And it has been a pleasure. Happy New Year. And we will definitely see you in the future.
Do got a question though.
Yeah.
You said you were late. Do we got to get Plan B?
Thank you for joining us on